Welcome to the weekly news roundup in English. I'm your host, Najah Taha. Mauritania's Minister of Petroleum said tensions in the Middle East have directly affected global energy markets, noting the region supplies about 20% of the world's oil and gas. Oil prices rose from $72 before the conflict to $92.5 per barrel, briefly exceeding $100. As an energy importing country, Mauritania relies on imported petroleum products including gasoline, diesel, kerosene, and cooking gas. Authorities say current fuel reserves cover about 1 month of consumption, with additional shipments expected soon. The government has ordered maximum stockpiling and warned that fuel subsidies could reach about 25 billion UGIAs annually if oil prices stabilize between $85 and $90 per barrel. Mauritania earned more than $120 million from watermelon exports to European markets during the first 3 months of the year, according to the president of the National Union of Mauritanian Employers. Speaking at the port of Nouakchott, he announced a shipment of 2,100 tons of Mauritanian watermelon in the first direct maritime exports to Tarragona, Spain. The shipment marks the start of a regular export to Spain every 15 days. Recent exports reached around 30,000 tons, reflecting growing agriculture production and strengthening the presence of Mauritanian products in international markets. Egyptian Emirati company GoGas Holding signed a joint development agreement with Egypt's Madkour Holding Group to build a combined cycle gas power plant in Nouakchott. The facility will use gas from the offshore Banda Tifit field currently under development by GoGas. According to industry reports, the plant's first phase, expected to begin operations by late 2028, will generate 200 megawatts of electricity and could later expand to 365 megawatts. Project partners say the initiative aims to transform Mauritania's natural gas resources into sustainable energy while strengthening the country's role in the West African power pool. Senegalese Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko said a review of strategic contracts found the agreement governing the Greater Torto Amain gas project, jointly developed with Mauritania and operated by BP, quote-unquote unfair. According to Reuters, the review is part of broader efforts to improve transparency and ensure Senegal gains greater benefits from its natural resources. Authorities also plan to cancel 71 mining licenses for failing to meet regulatory conditions. The GTA project is one of West Africa's largest offshore gas developments and is expected to produce and export liquefied natural gas. Mauritania and the International Islamic Trade Finance Corporation signed a $1 billion framework agreement aimed at supporting development and boosting trade. The Ministry of Economic Affairs said the deal will mobilize financing for key sectors including energy, banking, and private sector development, while also providing credit facilities for small and medium-sized enterprises. The agreement also includes technical assistance programs designed to improve agricultural productivity and facilitate trade in strategic sectors. The Food Security and Nutrition Working Group for West Africa warned of a worsening food situation in Mauritania in the coming months. In its latest report, the network said about 500,000 people out of the 5.3 million analyzed are currently facing acute food insecurity classified at crisis level or above. It warned that conditions could deteriorate further, with up to 22 areas expected to reach emergency levels during the peak season. The report also noted a geographical expansion of the crisis beyond traditional coastal zones. Mauritania's minister in charge of the government secretariat announced that the national portfolio of major public projects reached 48% completion by the end of February 2026, with financial execution at 34%. The portfolio includes 114 major contracts monitored under a government system launched in September 2023 to improve project implementation. Officials say progress has accelerated in recent months, with the Emergency Development Program for Nouakchott reaching 87% completion and the program to expand access to basic services rising to 28%. End of bulletin. For more details, follow us on our social media platforms or visit our website www.taqaddumi.mr.